Hi kids, it's Grandma Jennifer on a nice rainy Saturday afternoon. Today we are on March 28th. We've all been inside quarantine now for a couple of weeks, but I hope if you've had some rainy days that you've been able, not rainy days, you've been able to get out in the sun a little bit because sunshine's good for you and going for a walk. So, for those of you that watched last time, if you remember, we made our paper bag kitty cat. And if you remember, we were going to save the other half of this white paper for our puppy dog for the next time, and we're going to do the puppy dog today. And this is Pinky the cat. So I'm going to give you a list of all the supplies you need today. We'll start with, you need a paper bag, just the size of a lunch bag. If you don't have any lunch bags at home, look and see where Mama puts the bags that you bring home from the store. You might have a little one there. I actually found an old McDonald's one and an old one, I think from Safeway Deli, because I'm down to my last bag. So we're going to have to make this together today. I don't even have a sample to show you, but we're going to make it together and it's going to be cute. Okay, so the paper bag, if you didn't make it the other day, you'll need a white piece of paper, just the normal white piece of typing paper, copier paper that we're going to fold in two. So if you didn't watch the other day, what we want to do with this is fold it in two long ways. Where the fold of the paper bag is, you're going to measure it from right there, turn it over, and draw a line on the back and cut it right there. And then save this. That's going to be for the eyeballs later. But if you watched the other day, you already know that you were to save the other piece and we were going to cut it out for the belly. And you had your other half from the other day, okay? Next, you're going to need, today you're going to need a piece of black construction paper. If you don't have any construction paper, it's okay. Just use some of your white paper and color it with a crayon or a marker, whatever you have. So if you don't have it, have your crayons or markers ready. And then, like I said, we're going to save the other piece that you've cut off of the bottom of the white paper. And you're only going to need a little bit to this size. So from what you've cut off of after you've cut your white paper in two, you're going to have a little piece left over. And that's what you're going to need for the size of the eyeballs for the puppy. And then the rest of your black paper, you're going to have plenty of that if you have it, and if not, you'll just color it in black for the little black part of the eyeballs inside. So just a second here. I lost something. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, so what's next? The nose. A little bit of the black for the nose, and then the very last thing you'll need a little piece of pink paper. So if you have some pink construction paper, great. You probably should have some left over from the other day. You're going to need a very small piece. Here's a strip that I cut out, and then if you remember, I also had my little pink sticky note tablet. Anything little pink. Once again, if you don't have pink, I'd say that's all the bigger you're going to need. You can always color it, because that's going to be the tongue, just that little piece right there. Okay. The very last thing, if you have it, if you have a heart cookie cutter that you might have made Valentine cookies in, that would make the perfect shape that we're going to use for the ears. If you don't have that, here's what you do. You just get a piece of paper and you draw like that remember your folded paper, so it folds in two, and you're just going to, you know how you can make hearts? You just draw half a heart, you cut it out, and then you open it up, and you cut it out like this, and then when you open it up, it's a whole heart, and then we're going to actually just cut that in two, and that's going to be the ears. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, if you have not already, fold your big piece of paper in two, cut it in two, mark where the end of the bag is from here down to the bottom. Mark the bottom of that, cut it in two right there, and then we're just going to use this piece up here. And if you did the kitty cat one the other day, you're already going to have the piece you need. And what I suggested was, so let me show you the kitty cat picture again. See, this is going to be the body like that. And you can just take that piece of paper if you want to just eyeball it and mark it. But if you have a hard time making the curve just right, I actually grabbed this off of a candle. It's a candle lid. Anything would do, a bowl, a mug, anything that's kind of half round, and trace around your white paper and cut it like that. But most of you are probably pretty good at eyeballing it, and you see, even when I did that, I got it off, but that's okay. We are not exact. Okay, let's get our now rounded belly piece. Yeah. Let's see if I did this one a little better. Yeah, I'm going to trim a little bit more because my little curve there. We're just going to use this now, and we are going to, so this is the face, and that'll be the open and closed mouth, and we're going to glue it right like that. Okay, so go to the bottom and glue it about that much, leaving a brown ridge around the whole thing. And I'm going to glue it the same time as you, because like I said, I didn't have an extra bag. I've given them all away for other little kids to do their project. Oh, I forgot. One thing we need, a glue stick. That's very important. So let's take and glue it on one side around the edge and stick it down right like that with the open piece right here. Okay, let's all glue. I'm sorry I can't show you while I'm gluing, but I have to stick mine down on the table also. So I'm gluing around that white piece, and I'll show you in just a minute how we stick that on there again. So I'm going to put it at the bottom, right in the middle. Let's all stick that down. How's everybody's spring vacation been going? I hope you guys have had a lot of fun on your spring vacation, stay at home, playing games and getting to play outside when it was nice enough, maybe shooting some hoops in the basket, maybe playing games inside, maybe doing crafts with me. Okay, we got the belly on. All right, next we are going to do the face. Stick my glue stick up there. I wonder if that glares a little too much. Oh well. All right, so that white piece of paper that was on the bottom of this that you cut off that you didn't need, all we need is about this much. And we're going to make the eyes this time, instead of round, we're going to make them like this, with a little puppy dog. Okay, so the eyes are going to be like this, and then the little black pupil right on the inside. So let's just cut around like so. I'll show you a little. I tried to draw one. Here we go. About like that. And that piece of paper that you had left over, fold it in two, and we'll end up with two eyes. Okay, so let's, if you're good at eyeballing, like I said, just cut around. If not, ask Mama to draw a little pattern there for you. All right, so we end up with 2 of these. Oops. And then they fall apart. I have a little ink on the inside, so I'll just glue that part down. So there's our 2 eyes. They're missing the pupils, but we'll get those on. And we are just going to glue those. If you see the piece of paper, the paper bag, just glue one right here on this side and one on this side. Okay, get your glue stick again and let's glue those down. I know a lot of you would probably be playing baseball right now, and kind of sad that we can't all play on teams like we wanted to, but you could still certainly go outside and play catch with your mom or dad or brothers and sisters and practice batting, so that when we're able to play on the teams again, you're gonna be so good at it. All right, we've got the 2. I think I made mine too big. Well, probably be better if they were a little shorter. Yeah, Grandma Jennifer made hers a little big. I'm gonna see if it's possible. I don't know. I guess I can still get the nose in there. Yeah, it'll be all right. If you made yours shorter, probably better, but it's all right. Okay, now before we go cutting eyeballs out, we're going to do the ears. So do you remember me telling you we want to trace over a cookie cutter, a heart cookie cutter? And if you don't have that, you're going to fold the black paper in 2 and just draw a half a heart around like that and then cut it out. So I have already traced my heart onto here, and I'm going to cut that out now. And then after we get done with this, we'll have a lot of black scraps left that we're going to make the middle of the eyeball. The black part of the eyeball is called the pupil. The pupil opens and closes with light. If you ever notice a kitty cat at nighttime, their pupils, the black part, is very big. Very big. And that's why they are able to see so good at nighttime. Their pupils get very large, and they're called nocturnal animals. That means, nocturnal means nighttime. They like to go out and play at night, and sometimes hunt, sometimes chase mice. Okay, got our heart? Everybody have the heart? We're going to fold it in 2. Okay, fold it all the way in 2 and make a crease down the middle. This is going to be the ears, and you'll see in a minute what I mean. Okay, put a crease down the middle and then cut that right down that line there. Okay. Puppy dogs, they don't stay up and play too much at night. They just like to lay down and sleep. And the cats do eventually too, but they sure do like to get up and play at night. Now, if you have your 2 pieces, okay, these are going to be the ears, like I said. They're going to go like this. But we want to cut off just a smidgen of the tip, because they aren't going to be pointed at the top. Okay, remember, smidgen's just maybe a 1/4 of an inch. About like that. Whoops. Okay, ready? Snip. Okay. Might need a little more, but I think that'll be okay. I think so. So this way. Yeah. Those are going to be the puppy dog ears. All right. So we've got their eyes and their ears. And now, before we glue more, you've got all this black paper left over. So let's just take a chunk of it, and that we will cut the pupil of the eye. So since on our puppet we've made that shape, we're going to do the same thing with the pupil this time, only smaller. Just a smaller one of that. All right? So if you'd like to fold it in two, you can, and then you only have to cut once. Okay, we folded it in two. I'm going to cut it down a little bit, and then we're just going to make a smaller version of the eye that we cut. And once again, if you need a little help with this from a big sister, brother, mama, daddy, go ask them to help you with this if they need to draw you a little bit. Okay, there's our two black pupils. All right, so now let's glue these down about right like that on both sides. Okay, get your glue stick and let's glue those down. This is going to be a cute little puppy. Not really sure what kind of puppy, but he's going to have kind of the big floppy ears. Maybe you guys have a puppy at home. Who has puppies and who has kitties? I wonder if we took a vote, who would win? If you guys ever want to make a comment on these videos, these craft videos, I would love that. And maybe today we could ask who has a puppy and who has a kitty, and you could write back and tell me their names. That would be fun. Just tell me if you got a kitty or a puppy. My grandkids have both. They have a bigger dog and a little dog and some big kitties. Okay, there's our eyeballs. Next we want to make the nose, and our cute little nose, it's gonna go just like this. Okay, I'll show you. Where's a pin? I'm gonna show you. The nose is gonna be just like this shape. Oh, green. I should get black so it'll show up more. Okay, just a minute. Just kind of this shape. Maybe a little more curved than what I made it. But kind of about like a half moon, but a little bigger than a half moon. Okay, that's going to be our nose. So get one of your little scraps of black, and let's see if we can make us a cute little nose. So we're going to make it kind of like we did the eyeballs. Curved, but a little fatter. And maybe a little more curved up here on the top. Just a little bit. Okay, that's going to be the nose. My nose is a little crooked. Oh well. Alright, so we want to put that right in the middle. And yes, mine is a little crooked, and because I got my eyeballs too big, I'm going to trim it down a little bit. I'm going to trim it down a bit and round it off here and here. Alright, there we go. So let's now glue that on. How about right there? Okay, let's glue that down now. So puppy dogs are fun. If you take them to the beach, they love to dig in the sand. They love to dig in the sand and swim in the ocean. They like to go up the river, and if you have a stick, you can throw it out and they'll go fetch it for you. All right, we're doing pretty good. Now we need to make this look a little bit more like a mouth, and so that's what we've got our pink or red piece of paper. Maybe it should have been a little more red. Well, I got pink. I guess we could always color it later. And we're going to make a tongue right there. We're all in the same shapes today. This one's going to be the same curve but longer. Okay, so take your pink piece of paper and just curve it out to look about like that, about that long. We're going to stick it right under where the nose is, right underneath the flap. Just a little bit, glue it down there. Okay. Maybe this should have been more red than pink, but that's okay, whatever you have. Okay, let's see how this turns out now. Okay, I put it right underneath the nose, And then when you go to open this up, see, he's going to have a little, I'm going to close this because I feel like we're having a glare come in now, more than when I first started. So let me close this just a little bit. There, does that help? All right. So when you go to open his mouth, open and close his mouth with your hand. He's got a little tongue when he talks to you. Okay, now all we have left are those ears. And remember, we had cut a heart in two, snipped off the top, and now what we're going to do is we're going to put one right here and one right here, and when we glue those down, it's going to look like a puppy dog. So give it a little glue. Give it a little glue right along the edge here on both sides, and the rounded part goes in and the flat part goes out. Okay? All right, let's give that a go. I'm thinking this might be rounded off just a little bit too, that I didn't do there. Just round both of those little points off a little bit. There. Okay, let's glue those down, and our puppy dog's almost done. Okay, I would be really excited to hear from you guys. So, like I said, maybe we can take a little vote today and ask who is, so let's see, let's go back to how we're supposed to do this. The curved side goes in and the straight side goes out like that on both sides. Oh, well, I just dropped that one. Okay, let me try that again. If we can just take a little vote today, give me a little comment. I think I'm all new to this YouTube, so I don't know how all the things work on it, but I think you can just make a comment because there's a place for comment, but you might have to push the little subscribe button and ask your mama if that's okay. It doesn't cost anything, but if you do that, I know you can make a comment to me. Okay, we got one down. Whoops, I got some white on the back. I always put white paper down or some kind of scratch paper down before I glue so I don't get it all over the table. All right, next one will go like this. And then our cute little puppy dog is done. Okay, so next we'll put some glue on this side and then glue that ear down. And almost have it. And for those of you that have been watching my videos this week of how to make some fun crafts and some good old-fashioned homemade toys, I will also do one in the morning for Kids Church. And you can watch that one either at North Coast Christian Church Facebook page or on YouTube. And I think they'll post it, I think around 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. There's our puppy. How cute is he? I think he turned out really nice. My eyes might have got a little too big for my puppy, but he's still cute nonetheless. So what should we name this one? Okay, yesterday we named, actually it might have been on this morning, yesterday or today. We named the kitty cat Pinky because she had a pink nose and pink ears. Maybe we should name the puppy dog Blackie because he's got black ears. What do you think? I think he's cute, and I think both of them are going to be cute little puppies and kitties, and you can use them to talk to each other, and you can do a puppet show for your family and your mama and daddies, and maybe one of your brothers or sisters, if you have any. They can do one puppet and you can do one puppet, and you can make up a little skit and they can talk to each other. That would be really fun. Who knows, maybe they'll be on Kids Church tomorrow. All right, this is all I have for today, but before I go, I just want you to know that God loves you very much, and so do I. And if you guys have anything you want me to pray about you with, please let me know. Make a little make a little note on the comments, and I'll be happy to do that. So from Pinky and Lucky, Puppy and Kitty say bye-bye. See you next time.